We used to laugh like the world was ours. Now I'm standing alone beneath faded stars. The touch that once healed me now feels cold. A story of love that's quietly grown old. I look in your eyes, but I don't recognize the love we shared has vanished with time. It's not the same anymore. The heart I knew walks out the door. I gave you everything, but it wasn't enough. And now love is gone and we're both out of touch. The words we said now echo in vain. Promises broken, leaving only pain. I try to remember the way it once felt, but it slips away like ice slowly melt. I told myself we'd make it through, but now I see a stranger where I once knew you. It's not the same anymore. The heart I knew walks out the door. I gave you everything, but it wasn't enough. Now love is gone and we're both out of touch. When love wasn't meant to stay, maybe hearts just drift and fade away. But even in the loss, my heart still mourns for the love we had, now tattered and worn. It's not the same anymore. What we had is lost, gone to the floor. I gave you my all, but it couldn't endure. Now I'm left with memories that ache for sure. The nights are long and the stars feel cold. I reach for your hand, but it's not to hold. Every shadow reminds me of your face. Every heartbeat whispers of your grace. I tell myself the time will heal, but your absence is a wound I still feel. I'm still waiting for you in every sunrise, in every hue. Though you're gone, my heart remains true, and I'm lost in the hope But tonight I hold on, though it hurts so much, to the memory of you and your gentle touch. I'm still waiting for you in every moment, in everything I do. Though you're gone, my love stays true, and I'm forever lost, still waiting for you. The echoes of your footsteps still haunt these empty halls. I reach for you in darkness, but there's nothing there at all. Your sweater on the bedside still carries your perfume, a ghost of all the moments we once swore would never bloom. I try to sleep without you, but the silence feels too loud. Every memory of your touch pulls me under like a cloud. My nights feel cold without your heartbeat next to mine. I'm losing hope on everything we left behind. I whisper your name, but the emptiness takes control, and I break again, 'cause my nights feel cold. The moonlight hits the window where you'd stand and talk for hours. Now it only paints the shadows of a love that once was ours. I keep the lights on longer, pretend I'm not alone, but the truth keeps sinking deeper in a heart you used to own. Every pillow that I hold reminds me you're not here, and the warmth you used to bring disappears year after year. My nights feel cold, and the darkness never fades. I'm losing hope in all the promises we made. I call out to you, but you never hear my soul, and I crumble slow, 'cause my nights feel cold. Maybe you've moved on now, maybe I was just a phase, but I'm trapped in every echo of our long forgotten days. I'd trade 1,000 heartbeats just to feel you in my arms, just to warm the winter that you're leaving carved in scars. My nights feel cold, like the world has frozen blue. I'm growing old in the ache of losing you. I reach for your memory, but it flips like melting snow, and I fall apart, 'cause my nights feel cold. how your hand fit perfectly in mine. Every promise felt like forever, every touch felt so divine. But slowly cracks appeared like shadows in our light, and the love we thought unbreakable slipped away into the night. I tried to mend the pieces, but they shattered in my hands. Words became sharp and hollow, and silence filled our plans. We fell completely apart, like a house without a wall. Every heartbeat turned to thunder, every memory made me fall. We tried to hold together, but love couldn't stay the same. We fell completely apart, and nothing feels like your name. I see your shadow everywhere, in the places we used to go. The laughter that once warmed me is now a cold echo. I reach for your shoulder, but find only empty air. And the home I thought we built is gone beyond repair. We whispered dreams we never reached, we held on until it broke. And every time I think of you, I hear the words we never spoke. We fell completely apart, like pages torn from a book. Every glance turned to sorrow, every touch a second look. We tried to stay together, but the world pulled us away. We fell completely apart, and love could not stay. Maybe we weren't meant to last, maybe love can't fix the cracks. But it hurts to let you go, to turn away and never look back. I'll carry our story quietly, though it's buried in my heart. A love so fierce, yet destined to fall apart. We fell completely apart, like stars falling from the sky. Every hope turned to ashes, every tear I cannot hide. We gave all we had, and yet it wasn't enough. We felt completely black, and I'm still missing your love. I still taste the promise on your last goodbye, like something unfinished hanging in the sky. We had a future drawn in soft blue lines, but it faded the moment you slipped out of mine. I keep replaying what we almost became, a love with a spark that never grew into flame. We died too early, long before the fall, before we had a chance to give it our all. A half-written story that never got told, a fire that we call could have been fully. Your sweater still hangs where you left it that night, like it's waiting for you to come and turn on the light. I talk to your shadow as if you're still here, pretending the silence might somehow hear. And I'm caught in the echo of what we once planned, holding the pieces you dropped from your hands. We died too early, long before the fall, before we had a chance to give it our all. A half-written story that never got told, a fire that went cold before it could glow. We died too early, and I'm haunted by what we could have been fully. Maybe love needs time, and maybe fate needs space, but we lost each other in that in-between place. And now all I'm left with is the ache of your name, the memory of loving you with nothing to claim. We died too early, too soon to let go, and I'm stuck in the ruins of things you'll never know. Oh, maybe our someday turned into goodbye, and it hurts more than truth every time I try. We died too early, but a part of my heart is still living there. I remember how we laughed, how your hand fit perfectly in mine. Every promise felt like forever, every touch felt so divine. But slowly cracks appeared, like shadows in our life, and the love we thought unbreakable slipped away into the night. I tried to mend the pieces, but they shattered in my hands. Words became sharp and hollow, and silence filled our plans. We fell completely apart, like a house without a wall. Every heartbeat turned to thunder, every memory made me fall. We tried to hold together, but love couldn't stay the same. We fell completely apart, and nothing feels like your name. I see your shadow everywhere, in the places we used to go. The laughter that once warmed me is now a cold echo. I reach for your shoulder, but find only home I thought we built is gone beyond repair. We whispered dreams we'd never reach. We held on until it broke, and every time I think of you, I hear the words we never spoke. We fell completely apart, like pages torn from a book. Every glance turned to sorrow, every touch a second look. We tried to stay together, but the world pulled us away. We fell completely apart, and love could not stay. Maybe we weren't meant to last. Maybe love can't fix the cracks, but it hurts to let you go, to turn away and never look back. I'll carry our story quietly, though it's buried in my heart. A love so fierce, yet destined to fall apart. We fell completely apart, like stars falling from the sky. Every hope turned to ashes, every tear I cannot hide. We gave all we had, and yet it wasn't enough. We fell completely apart, and I'm still missing your love. I held your hand like you would never let go, but the warmth I knew turned cold like snow. The laughter we shared now echoes alone. A love once bright has turned to stone. I searched for your heart, but it slipped away, leaving only shadows where you used to stay. When love disappeared, the world lost its light. The colors we painted faded into night. I gave you my all, but it wasn't enough. Now I'm broken and lost in the silence of love. Your words once comforted, now they cut so deep. A memory of promises I can't keep. I reach for the past, but it fades from my hands, like grains of sand slipping through time's strands. I told myself I'd survive, I'd be okay, but love's disappearance won't let me stay. When love disappeared, the world lost its light. The colors we painted faded into night. I gave you all, but it wasn't enough. slipped from our hands, and I'm left in the ruins of love that disbanded. We used to talk for hours, now we barely say a word. Your voice once felt like heaven, now it's something I rarely hear. I keep searching in your eyes for the warmth they used to show, but all I see is distance and a love that's letting go. I try to hold the pieces, but they slip right through my hands. I'm standing in the silence where our heartbeat used to dance. Our love went quiet, like a song with no sound. Every whisper faded, every promise fell down. We're breathing the same air, but it feels like goodbye. 'Cause our love went quiet, and I still don't know why. We sleep on the same pillow, but the space has grown so wide. Your back turns toward the window, and it cuts me up inside. I pretend I'm not breaking while you drift somewhere far. And the saddest part of leaving is you're still right where you are. I'm drowning in the moments where your touch used to be, trying not to wonder if you've already forgotten me. Our love went quiet, like a room after screams. Every echo vanished, every hope lost its theme. We're holding the same memories, but they don't feel alive. 'Cause our love went quiet, and I'm barely surviving. Tell me when the fire died, was it slow or overnight? Did I miss the final spark, the last flicker of our light? I would have fought harder if I knew you'd start to fade. But silence was the warning that I never thought you'd make. Our love went quiet, and the truth finally spoke. No words left to save us, no way to fix what broke. I'm holding on to nothing, just the ghost of our life. 'Cause our love went quiet, and it hurts more than goodbye. You walked into my life like a sunrise in my night, soft and warm and gentle, a temporary light. I didn't know your presence would be gone before the dawn. I barely learned to love you before you were already gone. I tried to hold the moment, but it slipped right through my hands. Love can feel like forever, even when it never stands. You didn't stay long, but you changed everything. You turned my quiet heartbreak into a pearl. kept waiting at the doorway, hoping you would turn around, but you never looked behind you, never heard my broken sound. I built a home inside you that you never planned to fill, and now I'm left with pieces of a love that's standing still. You didn't stay long, just enough to make me fall. You held me for a moment, then gave nothing back at all. You left me with the silence where your heartbeat once belonged. You came into my life, but you didn't stay long. Maybe you were searching for a place to rest your pain. Maybe I was just a shelter you'd abandon in the rain. But I wish you never found me if you planned to walk away, 'cause now your ghost inside me never seems to fade. You didn't stay long, but the damage still remains. You vanished like a whisper, left my soul in open flames. Now I'm learning how to breathe in a world where you're long gone. You entered my heart briefly, but you didn't stay long. I woke up to an empty bed, your warmth already gone. The goodbye on your pillow felt colder than the dawn. I tried to breathe without you, but the air just wouldn't stay. You left me like you did, slowly fading far away. I'm holding pieces of a love that never learned to heal, and every time I think of you, the hurt becomes too real. You took my smile when you walked out that door. You stole the light. I don't feel anymore. You left me broken, like I wasn't worth the while. You didn't just leave me, you took my smile. Your pictures on the shelf keep staring back at me. I try to put them down, but they beg for memories. I'm drowning in the silence where your laughter used to live, and loving you has taken more than I had left to give. I whisper to the darkness, hoping somehow you'll return, but the only thing that answers is the way my heart still burns. You took my smile and the color from my days. You turned our future into shadows and decay. You left me shattered in a world without your light. You didn't just leave me, you stole my life. Maybe I should hate you, but the truth is that I can't. You were every breath I have, every wish I ever meant. Now I'm learning how to stand while falling. the pieces of your smile. You took my smile, and the part of me that shine. You left me searching for a hope I'll never find. And though you're gone forever, I'll hurt for a long, long while. 'Cause you didn't just leave me, you took my smile.